Alright, my friends, welcome. We're playing Standard, and we're going over the kind of the fun decks from the Regional Championship last weekend, and in a somewhat surprising turn of events, Selesnya Stompy, that's right, Selesnya Stompy had a pretty high win rate at the tournament. There are only like 2 or 3 players playing it. I believe they all made day 2. Highest finisher was Steven at 43rd place. Just missed the Pro Tour invite, which is top 32. But a little bit of a surprise, and a deck that is, floated around for a bit, kind of fell off, but it's a pretty powerful deck overall. This is a Bright Glass Gearhulk deck. 4/4 first strike, go 2 of these 1-drops, and there's a little bit of a toolbox here, but Bright Glass Gearhulk and Collector's Cage. Put a bunch of bodies in play, and then Cage up. Usually White Overlord. This deck is instead playing Elspeth, which is phenomenal, giving the deck a threat that's also an answer, which is great. And then we've got 1 copy of Crater Hoof here.
No, that's a lot of damage.
You know what that card does, right? And a little Graveyard Hate here from Green-Eyed Curator. Sheltered by Ghost good against the red decks. And kind of an interesting, different version of Alyssa did quite well. So we're going to give it a spin and see how it looks. So let's do it and get right to the games. Brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count, whether you're a seasoned player or just starting. Our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
All right, let's do this. Chat, coming out with me. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, subscribe button, support the content if you like what I do, follow on Twitch. And if you're new here, Crix and TVS, how often do you stream? Usually like 2 to 3 days a week during the week. I'm a daytime, weekday streamer. Sounds great. Keep. Also, of course, on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, other platforms, ChristianMingle.com, MySpace. Turn 1 Evolving Wilds. Okay. Sure. Line of Rolves it is. Mushroom resub, thanks so much. Green, white, up the beanstalk. So, probably not quite domain, but still pretty bad for us. All right, well, I mean, if we salvage her, we can resolve a cage. We're gonna do that. The Sentinel's a little better of a card, but this gives us a 3/3, a 2/2, and a 1/1 with the cage. So, what's up, Corey? Do I have an MSN?
So you get nothing.
Okay. So, sure. I'm going to cut the Shelter by Ghosts. I'm going to add a March of the Machines, or Mother Machines, 2 Scrap Shooters, and probably call it, look at the Evangelists, and add Interrupters. Not going to go all the way, though. Just going to hedge, but sure, I guess. That's fine. All right, maybe we'll actually play a real game this game. I don't know. I mean, it's funny. It's like, I think them scooping that turn is a super valid outcome, but after we Collector's Cage and Crater Hoof, or like Elspeth, you know? All right, so we're gonna mulligan here. Much worse hand, obviously. Mulligan into a fine hand. I'm gonna keep this this Haywire Might. I think having a body for Cage is pretty important. So no double green for our Curator. It's fine. Amy with the raid. What's up, Amy? Hi there. Hello. My name is Jim. How's it going?
Yeah.
Pro Magic player, commentator, full-time content creator. If you're first over there, hit that follow button. If you don't follow Amy, also Amy's freaking great. And Amy's doing you're doing stuff with that already happened, right? The PAX East already happened. Was doing things at PAX East. And you can go watch on YouTube maybe if you missed it. But how did that go? Some Final Fantasy preview stuff, right? Or was it a panel or something? I don't know. So there's so much traveling to do. I would have loved to go on a PAX, but just too much. Here's a district and Evolving Wilds again for an island. I have no idea what's going on, folks. I am lost. Well, we're gonna attack. We're gonna cage. Karn's puking somewhere, which is disgusting. Pull it together, Karn. Cage reveals Elspeth. Perfect. That's the big hitter we're looking for. Teamer lands Overlord. Maybe it's just like The weirdest domain deck you've ever seen before? Another Plains, come on!
Somebody's playing a prank
Canine
on me.
Curator. Alright, so we're going to play Salvager again to set up for Cage. Yeah, sure. Karn's been drinking too much. That's actually usually the problem. Karn's drinking too much. He just like comes in from a walk or from going to the bathroom outside or whatever, and just drinks like 90 gallons of water and then throws it up.
Well, that's what happened.
That's what happened? Great.
He was just outside running around in the yard.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
He's alright. I think.
Alright, so Terrace Under on the Cage, which is honestly fine. Like, just 2 mana for 2 mana. Nicole as a informing that Karn is fine. So just so everyone knows, he's fine. Just a stupid dog. So, Mortuary and District. Really, really weird stuff. I mean, I don't want to get wrathed. I mean, we're just gonna like attack, I guess, and just. Yeah, I guess we could like pump the token. I don't want to play another creature here, so. They don't have any white, though. I don't know what's going on here, folks. I'm losing my mind. Attack with everything. Just freaking attack. Whatever. Play Sentinel. Get a map. Say go. We got Gearhulk to rebuild. Yes, Karn does have a drinking problem. He's bad at it. Could we drag it? Karn, pull it together, man. Alright, well, that was probably the least eventful or exciting game Magic I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry you all had to see that, but I promise the next one will be a lot better. Alright. Let's see if this game's a little more exciting. Once again, we have 2 Plains and a Keen-Eye Curator, but we have tapped Green Source and Llanowar Elves, and our hand is kind of fine otherwise. I'm going to keep this. Love to draw Forest, obviously, but Island Siren. A Forest or a Crater Hoof, I suppose. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Why not? Sure. Same thing. Domain at this point only plays Binding. They used to play Binding and
Herd Migration.
Herd Migration. Thank you, Toots. Thanks, Toots. And they play Dark Slick Shores and say go. So pretty awkward. Karn, you alright, dude? Go talk to everybody and tell them you're alright. Alright? Say, I'm okay. I'm just stupid. Why are you leaving? I wasn't. What? Flood Pits Drowner.
Doom retreat. Always a good play.
Karn, go in your spot. Let's see if we can throw that up too. Karn, go. Go in your bed. Sit. Karn, you do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll.
Are we gonna do a barrel roll after?
Do a barrel roll. No, it's not a barrel roll. You didn't do it.
So close.
No, we're getting Kaido'd. We're getting wrecked. Jesus. Do a barrel roll. All right, fine. All right. Pity. You want pity here?
He's faking it.
Yeah. All right. So there's Kaido. I mean, it should honestly be a good matchup for us, I would think. But like, we're not on the board all this game. Our draw was super awkward. We can paw patch for 2 tokens. Hey, Karn.
To be fair, he thought he did the barrel roll, so like in his mind he did it. He got it free. It's not like he didn't
Yeah.
do it and got it free.
Karn, do belly. You do belly? Belly. Belly. Belly.
Gotta go down first.
He knows belly. Belly. Do a barrel roll. That was a full turn. Good job, Karn. Let's hear it for Karn, folks. All right, here they come. I think probably got to block the Drowner here. All right, we'll block Drowner. We need to draw a Forest next turn. What are you leaving for, man? How's it gonna work?
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Yeah, this is a matchup where you don't. They've been milled over a Revenant too, which is pretty insane. Yeah, I think that if we have a good draw, it should be a good matchup for us. But this is a deck that, like, if it ever gets ahead, it's just it's such good shape. So 2 maps, 5 cards. Just like this scene. What's the split on the lands here? It's got 4 Forest and 5 Plains. And the Verge is base green. Yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. What's up, Munchies? Getting dialed in for Pile Driver football? That's a ways away. But awesome. All right. I didn't draw land. Yeah, We needed to double spell to get back into this game. We are not there at all. So, all right, yeah, whatever. Here's Evangelist. They have a counterspell here. We're also dead. So we're just dead to a lot of stuff here, folks. Active Kaido is pretty hard to beat. Yeah, 5 flames with the. Do you really have a cut down? Okay. All right. I mean, now I have a 2/2. Makes the attack look a little better, you know? There are so many cards they could have next turn that just blow us out of the water, but...
Just have to survive.
Ninja Kaido. Teenage Mutant Ninja Kaido. Teenage Mutant.
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
Come on, friend. What are we doing here?
Do a barrel roll.
Karn's gone. He's not here to do a barrel roll. Here they come. Sort of, maybe, kind of, possibly.
Is there anybody in here?
Go to bed. You having a treat? Karn comes to work. Karn gets a treat. We are not blocking Kaido. We're at 8. I mean, no curiosity is cool for us, but every Kaido activation is such a brutal thing. Watch this trick. You ready? Stay. 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 Okay. It's the Karn show. Sit. Sit. Take guard, please. Kratos, the card you never really want to draw. Want it most just to go under the thing. But I think having one copy, maybe that can like grindy games is kind of fine. We draw a Razor Verge Thicket. Joke, but sure. All right. I mean, let's move to combat. Just act Kaido again. No Flood Pit Drowner, please. Okay. We're just playing another Evangelist here. I think that, yeah, I think our cards line up pretty well in this matchup. So their draw is very good this game, but... You know, kill Siren and get a bat. All right. Yeah, this could have been worse. These are pretty good exchanges. You know, we're still under this this Kaido, but it's like up. Soulstone Sanctuary, Fountain Port. Could Revenant onto the Kaido, but like, oh wow. So could triple block this. That seems like a bad idea. We should probably be able to kill it next turn. It's kind of weird because we could eat this too, but yeah, no blocks. At least they're not mapping either. We're probably super dead here, honestly. The fact that they're not mapping makes me think we're probably super dead, but I think the match is fine. I think we'll be alright. They've been Spell Pierce Land and draw a card. So they draw a random card. And
Yep. Yep. Yep.
maybe something happens eventually. This card's laying in exile. Everyone tell me your favorite character on The Simpsons right now. Go. Favorite character on The Simpsons. Play Revenant. Barney's a pretty good one. Sheltered by Ghosts. Pretty good draw, actually. Alright. Bleeding Gums Murphy. What if we Curator and then Shelter by Ghost? If they have obviously anything here, we're dead. But we get to kill Kaido. They haven't mapped at all, which is just like so confusing. I guess they want a Fountain Port map and draw a card, right? I don't want to give them a thing back, you know. Hey. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna go for it. If they have actual anything, we're dead. But we're gonna Ghost the Curator, hit the Revenant, attack and kill Kaido. There's a lot of deep cut characters there, my friends. All right, attack. This is definitely dead. We get the Battle Cry. Kaido's dead. We're at 5. We have a lot of weight invested in this Keen-Eyed Curator. There is Planeswalker, instant, land, creature. That's it. Instant, land. That's 4. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so we have an 8/7 lifelink trample next turn, if we can survive. That is a big if. Bleeding Gums Murphy. Hi, everybody. Have I heard of the band called Oakley Dokley, but and they all just like Ned Flanders? I have heard of that, actually. Yes, that's pretty sweet. I mean, it's all on the Curator. If the Curator lives and we get to do the Delirium thing and we gain 8 life, I think the game is... we're in decent shape. They still have maps, still have Fountain Port, still have things going on, but... we get to eat the Revenant too, so... Deep Cavern Bat number 2. They only have 1 black left. Alright, yeah, I mean... opponent's not playing fast, that's for sure. My favorite character from The Simpsons. Probably should have thought of my own answer. Whoa! Shelter by Ghost again?
Disco Stew. Disco Stew or Riot.
Nicole says Disco Stew. Yeah. I'm gonna leave. If they have way to kill us, I'm dead. I'm gonna assume they have no way to kill this thing. So favorite character on The Simpsons. I mean, Ralph Wiggum is like pretty good. Ralph Wiggum. Milhouse's dad is pretty funny. I like Barney and Moe a lot. That's a fun little little area, just Moe's in general. No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Can you lend me a feeling? All right, so I think we're going to be okay in this matchup. I think that they're our hand just line up pretty badly, but I think in theory this should be a fine matchup for us. So, all right, so Kratov's gone. The Shelter by Ghosts are gone. We're going to want Innocence, probably some Get Lost. My cat's breath smells like cat food. Haywire Might is gone. Pixie Reliquary. Scrap Shooter's got Reach. Elish Norn split up. Interrupter. We don't have a lot of tools in this matchup, though, I guess. Which is kind of annoying, but... Even Interrupter? Sure. Let's do it. Principal Skinner's also really good. On the play. Hand is... it's pretty good. Keep this. Alright, we actually have turn 2 Interrupter. It's kind of cool. No! You suck. Oh, man. Freshly brewed? No, this came in 43rd place of the RC last weekend. Where, surprisingly, there was like two or three of these Selesnya decks that actually did pretty well. Kind of out of nowhere. Like, it's like one of the highest win rate decks in the tournament, but there was like two or three of them, you know? Yeah, so normally I'm totally out of Modern, but I'll be watching some Spike next week as I prep do my homework for Indianapolis commentary next weekend. Lots of fun. Razor versus Thick. Yeah. Well, please just like, I don't even know. So I want to block, I want to flash block this thing. Just go like land, preacher, attack. And we won't counter it. I'm just going to cast the interrupted block. So I mean, I guess I know about it. It's face up, so. Why did I... What just happened? Did I hit... Okay? I must have hit like this button down here and not realized it. Because I did not hit okay at that end step. I must have hit this, I guess. All right, that blows, obviously. And our hand is just heinously bad. This is pretty frustrating, honestly. Feels like it should be a good matchup, but we're drawing very poorly and getting arena space barred. Work this time. All right, yes. We can just cast this Gear Hall, it could be awesome. All right, well, that's fine. Recruit's pretty good, so kick this bad boy. The only counter they would have would be Phantom Interference, so... Alright, and go to combat. We could Reliquary sack a rabbit to kill the bat, but I think that we're super happy having both these in play, so... So there you go. Now that I'm doing more casting, how organized do you think RCs are behind the scenes? That's proprietary. I can't discuss that.
Daddy, I have a card.
You got a card? What card do you got?
A card called Game.
A card for a game? This is a landscaping business card, but sure. You can make a game out of it if you want. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so... Opponent is just not doing anything this game. Here's Siren. And... Map, sure. What is going on? There's a Tidebinder. Tidebinder's pretty good against us. Enduring Innocence is gas. That is a really good pickup. We don't have much to do with it, though. We could sack the Innocence to the Reliquary. Which is pretty good in the face of, like, annoying stuff. What's up, hot girls? Nicole did okay. Didn't make day 2. Had, like, a day that was better than her record would indicate. She had a draw where she was going to win. She, like, scooped someone when she was knocked out, like, but...
A draw would have knocked us both out, so I still
Yeah.
conceded.
I've explained it already, so...
I have 5, 2, and 2.
Alright. What are they doing? They aren't doing anything. It's a weird game. So they have Tiebinder. I kind of want to get the Innocence and the Reliquary down. I mean, do I want to trade a recruit for a Siren? I don't think so. Maybe I do. Sure, I'll just attack. Sure. All right. I mean, play Enduring Innocence. Sacrifice the Enduring Innocence. So, trying to get all my Tidebinder stuff out of the way right now. And take the bat. Second Tidebinder. Alright, sure. Kind of shitty, but whatever. We now have a blank Dusk Rose Reliquary in play. They could have Tidebinder the Innocents, honestly. Here's a Shieldred. Ugh, that's why they didn't do that. All right. Man, tough game. Like... 15-13. We draw Gearhulk. We only have one Dusk Rose. We have the Pixie, though, so... Alright, so... Play Gearhulk. If they counter this, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to go somewhere else and do something else. So the problem is they have Tidebinder for the next Reliquary, so... we're going to get Pixie and Paw Patch. We're going to cast... Pixie, I suppose, because you want to get the... I don't want to get this Tidebinder. And I just hold the Reliquary forever. Alright, so Pixie this. Draw a card. Go to 11. Second Gearhulk. Say go. Second Gearhulk's kind of nice. Obviously, you can't go for the Throat It. So the first strike wall is pretty good. But, like, we're probably going to die to Shieldred here. We need to somehow get this Tidebinder out of their hand. Because our only removal spell... we have to Get Lost also, but... Gotta do an episode of Freshly Brewed after this. I'm gonna build up a Haterade deck. They just say go. We draw. Draw brush left. Okay. I mean, I guess we could interrupt the Tidebinder. That works. Right? So, let's just try it. Sure. Cast Reliquary. We'll sack the 1/1 token. It's been a ponderous game that resolves. Target Shieldred. In response, they have a Flood Pits Drowner. That resolves. Tap the Gearhulk. Put a counter on... probably Pixie. Do I think this is the best Elspeth deck in Standard? I don't know. I don't think Elspeth is, like, one of the best cards in the entire format. There's plenty of cards in this format that just, like, are insane, but just don't line up great. I think Kaido being another one. Alright, so tap Gearhulk. Goodbye, Shieldred. The thing is, like, if they don't Tidebinder this, we just don't Interrupter. And, like, you know, it's pretty good for us, so... Here's Interrupter. Interrupting Camu. Draw Curator. Awesome. That's gone. Go to 7. Play Curator. I was saying I felt like this should be a fine matchup for us, so... and then we... I think just say go. And now we have Gearhulk, Recruit. Just don't play another Shieldred, basically. So they have a 2-mana Tidebinder. At sorcery speed. So you can only ever... yeah, if you plot a counterspell, you can only ever cast it as a sorcery. So Tidebinder is mostly useless. Here's a Reef, mill 4. Okay, that's interesting. Mill over some stuff. And now... it does have Death Touch, so we need to block this. Curator is creature, instant, land, not live yet. It's been a tough game. I want to keep a flyer. It might just be these two, I think. It's been a cool game. Now we have Gearhulk number 2. We got 1-drops to get. We can kick a Paw Patch. We're drawing cards. I'd say life is pretty good here. They want to drown her away the Gearhulk. They have to do it now. They decide not to. Okay, so... didn't cast Tidebinder, so like you just can't cast it except once it's a sorcerer in your turn for 2 mana. So they do have 2 mana up and 1 card in hand. Didn't use Drowner either, though, so it's possible they don't realize they can flash it. I agree. Creature, instant, land. That's it. I kind of like just Paw Patch recruiting here. Hold up, get lost. Hold up, Curator. Draw a card.
Anyone home?
Hello. What's up?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
What's up, Seth? Resub, thank you. My hype level? I would say no more than a regular set because I don't know anything about Final Fantasy at all, but looks cool so far. Let's say no attacks and just say go. All right, now what, friend? Long pause. 2-mana Tidebinder. There it is. Okay. No! Wait, never mind. I forgot. I forgot we'd drawn cards in the intern. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I'm tired of the clown show.
Totally, totally fine here. Haven't run a cage yet. That's fine. And instead, kill this. Say goodbye.
You didn't say the magic word.
End step, exiled Sheoldred. And we're about to start turning the corner here, I think. We draw a land, use a Gear Hulk. This card's really good. Like, it is a powerful magic card. We're going to search. We're going to get a Recruit and a Llanowar Elves. We're going to play a Llanowar Elves. We're going to draw a card. One of Enduring Innocence looking pretty damn good here. Drowning, sure. We get some counters. Awesome. So let's put a counter on. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, sure. All right. That's more how I thought the game would go. Despite that game one looking kind of ugly. Honestly, the Interrupter was really good. I kind of want the third copy. We're pretty heavy on threes. There might be a world we cut an Elspeth. Like, it's so good, but like, if they're in the air, it's like pretty awkward. Am I facing CGB from Temu? I have no idea what that question means. 4 cages. I'm just like shave a Salvager. Sure. All right. Man, 3 Savannahs? Work even. Snap keep. Spyglass Siren, sure. Llanowar Elves. And if they Deep Cavern bat us, what do they take? They take cut down? Sure. Poor Llanowar Elves, you know. Caught in the crossfire here. Crossfire. Oh, yeah, do it. Oh, yeah, I love it. Love it. Attack for 1 and then map. Fantastic. All right, so, yeah, we're just going to Curator. Can set up for Evangelist into Cage, activate. Please no Kaido, I agree. Tap land, okay. All right, you got instant creature. Let me draw a Sentinel of the Nameless Sea. The problem is that it's almost surely going to die. So let's attack first. Probably playing Evangelist. Nope, they got Drowner. All right, well, if they have Drowner, then we'll slam a Sentinel. Actually, you know what? We should play Evangelist. Have a cage in our back pocket. So we'll have a 3/3, a 2/2, and a 1/1 or whatever. All right, here's Drowner. My card. Tap in the bat. Maybe. Okay. So I almost like want to see Kaido this turn because that means they tap out and we get to safely cage. There's a land. There you go. All right, so we're not going to go for cage here, obviously. So in that case, we might fire up a kicked Paw Patch recruit. Let's see where that takes us. Just a little bunny. Just a little dude. With a buddy. That resolving is pretty big games. Now their targeted removal spells are trash. Is it possible they have a Enduring Curiosity here? Why wouldn't they have cast it on their turn and drawn a card, you know? Trading Curator for Curiosity would be awful. And we've also now tapped out, so we can't... Actually, it doesn't matter. We're about to end combat. So, I was going to say go here. I'm a freaking coward. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just feeling something's a little weird here. They didn't counter this. They didn't kill anything in response. They just have nothing? What is going on? We gotta get Gix's commander here? Something's happening, right? You know, just like... something weird's going on. Commander would still kill one of their creatures. They're going to cut down the recruit. Alright, so we get 2 counters. It's pretty good. Big Batman. And now their attacks are pretty piss poor. We draw land. I mean, I guess we go for the cage. I think they probably have Tidebinder, so like cage is not as great as I would like it to be. I'm just gonna wait. Make a map. And that resolves. Use the map on... Once again, they could have Curiosity. We're running out of things that make sense besides Curiosity, honestly. I'm going to target here. They just can't have anything else at this point, I feel like. Alright, it's combat. I'm just going to say go. I think we're in a great spot. I think we're dominating on the board, have creature land, have cage in our hand, removal spell. And like, if we just like make a weird attack, I think to start drawing cards of Curiosity, they can fall apart. And here's a Shieldred. Also possible they have a negate, and they're trying really hard to defend this Shieldred. But if your opponent's doing weird things, you just gotta figure out why they're doing it, you know? Well, what makes sense? So, end step Curator, exiling Siren. Untap and draw. We just draw Elspeth naturally, sure. I mean, both Elspeth and Reliquary deal with Shieldred. They both fold to negate. One folds to the cheaper counterspell. Spell Pierce! What a monster. Alright, so we'll just sacrifice an artifact or creature. Reliquary sacrificing Evangelist. We had a plan. Obviously, we play differently. We know it's Pierce and not negate. We could just play it on Pierce super easily there. We just didn't, but it's fine. Attack. Now they got nothing. Attack. Attack. I think we're in good shape here, folks. Double block, sure. So they have literally nothing but a Restless Reef, and our board is awesome. We got Cage going. Yeah, that's great. All right. Let's get cagey here, right? Hideaway 5. We see a Elspeth. Fantastic. Fantastic. Sick. All right. I mean, that was great. Honestly, that was really, really cool. Good, solid win into the numbers. Green white little kid getting it done. We're not playing toxic, Lord. I'm sorry. There's no toxic. Mulligan. Ugh.
Harnessing the good energy, block out the bad. Harness, energy, block, bad.
There we go to 5, folks. We're on the play, too. All right. Oh, my God. Come on.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Okay. How about 4 cards? Do we just, like, do nothing and see if they, see what they're playing in sideboard? Yeah, it's not bad 4, I guess. Oh, God. All right. At this point, we've already revealed what we're playing, so sure. All right. Listen, happens. You know, we'll get a 4 sometimes, is what it is. And they have the stones on the draw. Sentinel can't block this. We do have main deck Sheltered by Ghosts, so... I mean, as far as 4 cards hands go, this is a really good 4-card hand. Like, if we are able to draw Sheltered by Ghosts, we could probably win this game, which is pretty insane. You don't think playing at a bad game is worth it for the scoop? I mean, if you're playing in a tournament and, like, it's a closed decklist tournament, your opponent has no idea what you're playing, like, and you mulligan to 4, or you think you have no chance to win, like, just kind of conceding and seeing what they're playing for to sideboard and not letting them sideboard is valid. It's not, you know, not often not right, but all right. So, yeah, Sheltered by Ghosts or bust here. That is not Sheltered by Ghosts. All right, that's fine. All right, I mean, you're all good to 4. What are you gonna do? You know, like, we're gonna put in our 4th Sheltered by Ghosts. Honestly, kind of like Elish Norn against them. Just really big booty. We're gonna cut the Crater Hoof. We don't need that kind of big thing against them. Haywire Might can also go. These Get Losts. Really pretty bad against red, honestly. Split up. One split up so cagey, you know. This is fun. On the play. Alright, we did it. Sort of. Not mulliganing. We recruit into Cage. All right. 1 mana recruit. Just a little dude.
Some of you may die.
Nope, lived. So Spear's obviously fine. Oh, the worst card in the red deck, honestly. Let me draw a Restless Prairie. That's so awkward. Pretty far from caging. Don't want to play tap land nothing. I think, honestly, playing Sheltered by Ghosts here isn't crazy, but this is a super low-value target. And it's on a 1 toughness creature, which is pretty bad also. Man. I mean, I guess we want to salvage her right next turn, so sure. We're just going to do this and attack for 2 and say go. Maybe blocking was in the menu, too. Probably not. Magebane Lizard. You didn't board those out? Sure. Of course, Magebane Lizard in the main deck is the new tech that won the RC last weekend. And if you watched my content, you would have seen it here first on stream and on my YouTube video. So you would have known. Never miss a video or stream. Make a 3/3 say go. Now we have active Cage next turn if they tap out. If they don't, we have Sheltered by Ghosts and other good stuff too. Very Blade Splicer-esque, yes.
Pointless nostalgia.
Alright, no blocks. Go ahead. No blocks. Rage away if you want to. Hopefully you just tap out. There's a rage, sure. They take a damage. And Burst Lightning. Right, so that makes my thing into a 4/4, making Sheltered by Ghosts much more appealing. Alright. Another Sheltered by Ghosts. Sorry, we're just in now. So we're going to pop Match Recruit. Play Sheltered by Ghosts. Take one, whatever. We're going to eat the Spear, I think. Sheltered by Ghosts is pretty good. It's not the end-all, be-all. You need to do more than that. It needs to be on a durable creature, but... Magebane Lizard, not so good. So, we're just going to cage now because we have a... Now we have a spread of creatures. And if I target my Paw Patch Recruit to kill it in response, I'll get 2 counters to make my big guy, which is great too. So, hide away! We got a Gear Hulk. Cool. Give me Gear Hulk. That's it. It's done.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Alright, much more like it. This deck should be good against red. When you don't mulligan to 4, so. Those Magebane Lizards, though. Any changes? Don't think so. Maybe Get Lost on the draw is pretty interesting, actually. You know what? Let's cut Elvish Norn and just, like, something on the draw. Have a little more removal. I'm not going to Elspeth. Yeah, just too expensive. Alright. Game 3. On the draw. Gonna keep 7. Not going to be a problem. After this, we'll do an episode of Freshly Brewed. It's not great. Kind of awkward tap land. No good target for Sheltered by Ghosts. Elspeth. Not really like a mulligan, but like not great. I don't think I can mulligan this hand, though. I'm going to begrudgingly keep and probably lose. Paw Patch is a pretty bad target. It's a 3/1, so it just dies to anything for cheap, and then it can't attack through anything. Wow. They play Mountain, we draw Llanowar Elves. Pretty awkward, actually, because if they play Mountain and have nothing, they probably have Burst Lightning. You just play our elf and it dies. I'm just going to play this. There you go. Turn 2, we can go recruit into elves. So if they kill the elves, you get a counter. Set up for maybe a fast Elspeth. Like to draw a Chonky Boy also for this Sheltered by Ghosts. Are you there? What? I'm playing a green creature deck. Sure, whatever. We draw the 1 pixie. That's awkward. What do we think here? Who is Magebane Lizard going to deal more damage to? Them or me? What do you think? There's a Nemesis, sure. Attack, sure. Alright, we'll just Ghost here, I guess. Draw Collector's Cage. That's interesting. We can Ghost and then Cage. We're taking 3 here, so. Big guy. So take 3, get it right back. Say go. They'll spend their whole turn killing this, so be it. We can start pumping it also. Draw a land, we can like pump, pixie, bounce, cast, pump. It's quiet. Why is it so quiet? Magebane Lizard number 2.
Still only counts as one.
And Manifold Mouse. Okay. And attack, sure. Here's a Curator, so now we're on, right? Yeah, it's on now, folks. Here's Curator. We're gonna put the counter on the Paw Patch and attack, and also Pixie back the Cage, I think. Cast this guy. They want to trade Manifold Mouse. I get their Nemesis back, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of sketchy, I suppose. I was in a map. Cool. Attack. Now we're out of Burst Lightning range, which is good too. Yeah. Imagine if these cards were actually cards, you know? Alright, so they... Oh, they have Frenzy? Alright, sure. So they have Frenzy, get Nemesis back. This is probably not enough, though. Let me get a counter from my Paw Patch. That's going to go on the Sentinel. This is Double Strike. So they got to pay 2 ward. Their last card is Monstrous Rage. That looks fine for us, right? Like, eat a lizard, eat this. Oh, it is! Take 4! Alright, sure. Now you go to 6? Alright. Untap. We don't draw a land. So that's interesting. I can Pixie the Cage, replay it, and then activate it immediately. Take 1, of course. We hit Sheltered by Ghosts.
Oh, it's Lazy Helix! Oh my god!
Counter. Cast the card.
Get off my plane.
We're doing it, folks!
Now this is pod racing.
Pow! That's what's up. 3-0 with green-white deck. I mean, surprising. It's really important to look at the standings and the win rates and stuff and see what decks kind of snuck by, you know? Like, just because you get 1 or 2 bad losses, I mean, your deck's not good, you know? So, great run. Didn't make top 8, but awesome stuff. All right. Yeah, pretty solid 3-0. Deck's just kind of nice, you know? And when a format coalesces around certain types of decks, all the decks come back up again. This is a deck I probably didn't do too great against the Esper Pixie decks, I would think. Terrible against Domain, and probably not great against control decks, but good against red decks, good against those mid-range decks, and yeah, just kind of impressive, honestly. Cool stuff. So, more to go on stream. You two folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.